And then there was another thing, which again is about cooking, is that there was no fridge. I'd forgotten this, that there was actually no fridge there. And Gerald had some modern technology, which was known as Tupperware, and Gerald would use this, and but there was one thing he made where at this curry, and he left it for days and days, and it ran into weeks, and then it was propped up and and then it kind of tilted a bit, and as the mass liquefied, it slurped over the edge of this Tupperware container onto the counter, and then Ansel got a bit upset about that, didn't he?
I don't remember specifically being upset about that, but I mean, I know since then it's a problem with curries because they have high oil content. Anyone who has a collection of Patak's jars will know that if you put them in your cupboard, the oil climbs up the inside of the jar, round the inside of the cup, and down the outside, and forms a nice ring on the formica of the inside of it.
It sounds like I feel a butter coming on here to the time.
It does happen. Why does this happen? It's the same sort of problem. Why is your belly button fluff blue? It's just one of these unanswered mysteries.
And a great petty bourgeois anxiety.
Yeah, that's right. But another thing about not having a fridge was also connected with the fact that there were little grey mice running around quite a bit of the time, and being very health conscious, we always made sure we cooked with lard. And I remember leaving out on the worktop overnight one night a lump of lard, and you'd come down in the morning and it would be covered with little scratch marks where all the mice had been running over it in the middle of the night. So we had to get mouse traps, and I'd come down in the morning, collect up the flattened mice and throw them into the garden.
Then there was filming and camera photography, because you and Gerald were into photography, and Gerald with his film making political films.
Gerald and I spent hours. We both had early single-lens reflex. I remember Gerald had a Pentax.
And you had a Yashica.
I had a Yashica. Gerald was very proud. And we used to spend hours. In fact, I've still got pictures in grainy black and white pictures in the back of boxes at home. Sort of trains and cemeteries and all sorts of weird
but
stuff.
You had some good ones last year of Gerald up in Mercantile House.
Oh yeah,
you'd gone up
taking
there.
pictures
from
the
pictures
6th floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope, Gerald, I did hope, if you're listening to this, that you're still doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to stop.
Talking of the garden also, we shouldn't forget what was down the end of the garden.
The lavatory, shall we say?
Our lavatory was down the end of the garden, and it got rather more and more ramshackle as our years in George Street went on. So I think towards the end, if you'd leant on the wall, I think it would have collapsed.
Yeah. I've got a great picture of you.
On the toilet.
Yeah, that's right.
Standing on the toilet outside.
I'd come up through the roof.
Through the roof, which by that time didn't exist.
Yeah, I'd come up, I'd sort of climbed up and perched on there.
Great.
Dave, what it was Dave using telephoto lens, because you were up by the house.
That's right.
And you
wanted to remember it.
Yeah.
And you're wearing a great tank top.
Lovely. Very McCartney.
Yeah.
Very obvious time.
Yeah, very. Absolutely. Yeah. That's right. So, okay.
But I think
so.
Yeah.
All right.